Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, nearly midweek. Using some mushroom spirit oracle cards this morning. Good old mushrooms. Who doesn't like a mushroom? Okay, so where are we going? So Amethyst Deceiver. Ooh, Amethyst Deceiver. And this is a card about deception. And there's something about walking away here from situations, maybe toxicity. Toxicity can come through in many ways, but allowing yourself to walk away from situations rather than staying in them, showing face, pride, maybe ego, or finding it hard to stick up for yourself and protect yourself. I can feel that right in my solar plexus, so that's a power card. Where are you giving your power away? Knowing that you can make decisions for yourself at any time. There's something else with this card here. It's a number 14, which numerologically is a 5, which is the card of change. So if you're finding yourself in a bit of a challenging situation, in that respect, in that light, it's to do with actually the changes about you, not the situation or person or whatever it is. It's not about that. It's about how you respond, not react, but respond differently. So take a breath before reaction. When we take a breath, we bypass all those heightened emotions, which is a reactive expression of yourself in that moment that usually tends to have consequences. And if you can just have a few deep breathers before reacting and then you respond, you'll get a better outcome. Turkey tail. It's all the rage at the moment, turkey tail, isn't it? These little mushrooms and how powerful they are. Turkey tail is also about detoxing, something about detox here, but it's also about firing the synapses of the brain, brain connectivity, uncovering repressed emotions, something about being ready to do the healing on yourself. And quite commonly we're never ready for the healing because it hurts. Healing does hurt, because that's the only way that we really can incur change on a deeper level. But sometimes healing is going to happen for us whether we like it or not. So there's something in that card there about being ready. Lion's mane, another one that's all the rage. We're pulling out all the best mushrooms here. Lion's mane, looks can be deceiving in this card. It's a number 5 as well, card of change. Looks can be deceiving, so in good ways and not so good ways. So check in with your levels of naivety, gullibility, putting it always through, what do I think about this situation? Not just am I going along with something because the collective is, or because everybody's going along with something. Do you actually know why you're going along with something? And where is your will to be able to stay in your power and go, I'm not going along with that because it just doesn't feel right to my values. And we need more of that in life. And I think people are going to get more and more challenged with that, because if there's a jumper, if we want to make change in this world, we need our own individual authenticity. We need you, who you really are, not who you're brainwashed to be, not who you're conditioned to be, not all your traumas that can still be healed and bring out your true self, your real self underneath all of that. Outside of all of that, who are you? Because we need you to stand out and be that person. Golden teacher, very important. Again, this comes back to lessons of healing. Healing can be very painful, because when we heal deeply, we have to go back to the original core wound of whatever it is that's left us unhealed, or left us insecure, or left us acting a certain way. Remember, these experiences have already been and gone. So when we revisit, it's only in this level and this level. It's not actually. But yes, that can be incredibly hard. You owe it to yourself to undo whatever's been done to create you into the version that you're not, if that makes any kind of sense. So golden teacher, it's a 15, which is number 6. This is linked with family. It's a family card. And this is about stepping back and introspection. Stepping back, deep breaths, not reacting, come away and respond, consider things, but trying to find a new angle, a new lens to look at the same stories with, to help set yourself free. Because when we can actually do the work and go deeper and find compassion for those that may have hurt us, we actually start to let ourselves out of the trap of being stuck with whatever is left over to do with damage. Remember that hurt people, damage people doesn't mean it's okay. But when we can try to understand a bit of background, it actually makes us go, right, you know what, I'm ready to park that, or I'm ready to let that go. Last one, split gill. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's the card of adaptation, adapt. It's a 25, which is number 7, which is the most spiritual number in numerology, or spiritual path, I should say, number. So if you are struggling to work your way through some healing or a situation, actually, how can I use some form of spirituality? Really doesn't matter what it is, really doesn't matter if it's a religion. Spirituality and religion can be quite different, but they can cross over in a beautiful way if they're allowed, which you can allow them. Can't be told you can't. Listen to that bit of rebel coming through this morning, love it. When we use something like our higher self or something outside of a self that we class as a higher power, it can really help us to really break through old paradigms and make the shifts we need. If we don't use our higher self, our soul, our guidance, we can stay very stuck and very glued on topics and situations with no movement, and then we stay in suffering. So adapt. What do I need to do differently, or allow in, or to broaden my mind and be more flexible with my thinking to help myself to heal? Have a lovely Tuesday, everybody.